Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I'm going to be talking about my Wrestlemania predictions. I thought I would wait until I get back home to just do a huge episode about everything this weekend, because I just haven't had the time. It's been a lot that I've been doing. I'm exhausted. I've just been like, I gotta get to sleep when I get back to the hotel and everything. But I realized that I put off doing an actual prediction episode or talk about predictions in any of the episodes. I said I was going to wait until after TakeOver to do that. But I decided to put off all of the episodes until I get back. And so I still need to do those predictions. And so that's all that this episode is about. I need to talk about one of the things that happened at TakeOver in order to talk about predictions, because two of the participants in one of the matches are in a match at WrestleMania. More might be in matches, but there'll be surprises if they are. But I'm talking about Aleister Black and Ricochet. So they did not win the NXT championships, but they have a shot at their third tag team championship. Not at their third, you know what I mean. Tonight at in a fatal 4-way tag team match for the SmackDown championship, which is going to be really cool. So I guess I'll start right there with that. Let's see. What is I search? That's not what I wanted to search for. WrestleMania 35, so I can pull up all the matches that are happening. So I'm rooting for Aleister Black and Ricochet. They did not secure the Raw Tag Team Championships last Monday. They were not able to get the NXT Championships on Friday. So I think they ought to be able to win the SmackDown Championships in that Fatal 4-Way. But who else is in that Fatal 4-Way? Well, of course, the defending champions, the Usos. I think they stand a really good chance of winning because they're so good. But we also have the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. Now I got to meet them today, and not today, it was last night. But I did not wish them good luck, so I may have avoided cursing them like I've cursed so many others over the last year, including Asuka. But we have the Bar, and then Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. So we'll see how that goes. I think that's going to be a really fun match. We also have the Revival defending their championships versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. I think that Hawkins and Ryder are going to win it, but if they do, Revival, I think they'll get it right back tomorrow night. But that should be a fun moment for them. Then we have the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. In that, I'm rooting for, I think number one, I'm rooting for Ruby Riott, and then Asuka, and then my third favorite in the game would be Nikki Cross, unless Rhea Ripley is in that Battle Royal, and if that's the case, I will be rooting for her 100%. I'm just going up the list in reverse order here on the Wikipedia page. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. I don't think anyone would be surprised that I am rooting for I'm rooting for Kofi Kingston, and that will be like the real feel-good moment of the entire night, if and when that does happen. We've got the Women's Tag Team Championship. The Boston Hug Connection defend their championship, Bayley and Sasha Banks, against three teams, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, and Nia Jax and Tamina. Out of those four, I think Bayley and Sasha will be able to hold on to the championships yet again, but if one of the others did win, I would be rooting for the Iconics because I think they'll be a lot of fun to watch as champions. They're already a lot of fun to watch. We have Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Oh, this is a tough one. Drew McIntyre has just been plowing through everybody recently, and I could see him. Getting the win in this match, and I think I'd be all right with that. But I'd also be all right with Roman Reigns winning. But I think Drew will win. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. We know that it's going to be the Demon Finn Balor, and so Lashley doesn't stand a chance. There's no chance at all that Lashley will hold on to that Intercontinental Championship. He doesn't know what he's getting into. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. No updates that I've seen as far as if his ankle injury is severe enough to count him out of this match. But if he is healthy enough, it would be really awesome to see Rey Mysterio hold a championship in 2019. So I am rooting for him. We've got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Braun Strowman is in there. Let me look up the list. We've got the Gallows and Anderson, the Hardys, Otis, Tucker, EC3, Andrade, Ali, Bobby Roode, Noah Jose, Jinder Mahal, Michael Shea, and Colin Jost. I think I'm rooting for Michael Shea to win this one. I think that would be pretty fun if he did. But otherwise, Braun Strowman is probably going to win. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I didn't bother. I do have my microphone with me. I just want to record this real quick, so I didn't even bother getting that set up. Because I got to leave to go to the stadium, real soon. But anyway. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I think that could possibly be the best match of the night. I'm looking forward to it. And I think AJ Styles wins. I hope AJ Styles wins. But I wouldn't be too upset if Randy Orton wins, as long as the match is very entertaining. And I think it will be. Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Shane McMahon is probably going to die, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. I hope he doesn't actually, but he's going to jump off something or do something crazy, and it might be too much, finally too much, but I hope he's okay. I think The Miz wins. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Is this match actually happening? They didn't change that? I don't know. Baron Corbin's going to win, probably, if it does happen in that configuration. Then Triple H versus Batista. No holds barred match. Triple H, he must retire from in-ring competition. I don't know. I might take a break during this match, but I think Batista will win. And Triple H will just have to go back to doing all the other stuff that he does all the time, every time, all day, every day. That's what I meant. Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight Championship. Is that determined if it's on? I guess it's only the 3 on the pre-show, at least as far as Wikipedia is concerned. But this match is going to be great, and I'm rooting for Tony Nese because, I like both of them a lot, but Tony Nese would be very cool and interesting to see as champion. I apologize for the plumbing and stuff that's flowing throughout around me at the moment. You might be able to hear that. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. I kind of have accepted the fact that Brock Lesnar will likely win again. And that's a little bit of a bummer, but, that's all right. That's all right. Because I think it would be really cool. I personally really want to see either Pete Dunne or Matt Riddle come up and challenge Brock Lesnar and just really take it to him take him down. But I don't know if either of those things will ever happen. But can you imagine? Can you imagine those matches? It would be so good. And then we have the main event, Ronda Rousey, Raw Champion, Charlotte Flair, SmackDown Champion, and Becky Lynch. Winner takes all, triple threat, no disqualifications, no countouts, none of that stuff. So things are going to get bonkers. I just know this match is going to be awesome. I want Becky to win, but I would also appreciate the kind of craziness of either of the other two winning. Like the purposeful backlash it would cause, I think it would be pretty entertaining. So I'd be okay with that. As it was looking like, it's going to be the four horsewomen celebrating together, but then they said it's winner take all. That kind of changes things, and I think it might, in fact, be the UFC horsewomen that come together at the end of the night, celebrating Ronda Rousey taking all the championships, Shayna Baszler with her championship, and the others staring down the tag team championships. And we saw all of those defended at the next pay-per-view, and that would be pretty cool. But, whichever of the three, I'm rooting for Becky, but I would greatly appreciate if that's where things went with the UFC horsewomen. I'll talk more about it in the big episode about everything, but I like all three of them in NXT a lot. I feel like I like them a lot more than most people do. So it'd be cool to see something go down between all 8 of them. I think that's it. Those are my predictions or hopes for WrestleMania. I'm gonna just lay here for a few minutes because I've been at Access all day yesterday and this morning. My feet are a little bit worn out. So that's it for now. Let me know what you think about what's going on at WrestleMania by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe in iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. And I'll be back real soon talking about this entire weekend in Brooklyn and New Jersey. And those are the 2 places I've been. I went up to, I guess it was in Queens, I think it was, for the Shimmer show. I'll be talking about that a little bit also. Got to see one of Chris Wolf's last matches. I was really glad that I was able to see her at all. It was my first time seeing her perform live, and that was really, really cool. So a lot of great wrestlers on that show. A few of them I was not familiar with, and I need to actually look up some of their names. There's one woman who is she's like an alien, and she's very, very funny, just being confused or intrigued by the strange ways of humans. And I liked her a lot. But I don't know her name. I totally spaced it when they announced her, and I haven't had a chance to look her up yet. But I really liked her, and of course I liked Mercedes Martinez is awesome. I got Vita Scott in there as well. She was in the Scramble match. That was really fun. But I'll talk about all of that later on if I can remember enough of it. So that's it for now. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back real soon, like I said, with a huge episode about everything this weekend. I'll see y'all then. This has been TIW Podcast. Bye.